everybody. I wanted to just do a quick little video here to kind of give you some information about how the lectures are going to go in general, and a little update on Rstudio and downloading Rstudio and Rstudio Cloud, and why you might want to download Rstudio versus using Rstudio Cloud. So first of all, before you watch lecture 1, in the course content on the first day of next Monday, or the first day that the lecture 1 is available, you'll see the folder open up and you'll see the following items in here. You might want to download anything that in here that you want to take notes on. A good idea here is to download the lecture 1 getting to know R, which is a document which gives you all the information I'm going to be going over today in lecture. And it's just it's basically notes for you, and basically a handbook, if you will. And here's all the R code only, so it's a text file that will open on your computer. The reason I give that to you is simple. Sometimes copying and pasting things from a PDF document doesn't always work so well, and so if I give you things in text format, you can copy and paste from a text file and not get any issues with syntax changing around on you. And then if I ever give you any data sets, they'll also be in here. It's going to be rare that I do that. I'm going to show you how to import data into R today if you have a data set that is in a text format. So you'll want those probably put in a folder on your computer, and because I'm going to allude a lot to a folder, pulling the data from a folder on your either desktop or somewhere like that. So you might want to download those and put them into a place. Each one of these things has a download button at the bottom of the document when you open it. The last thing are my scribbly handwritten notes here. Usually I'll write on the screen. Today I won't so much. You'll see me mainly working in R. But if I ever write on the screen, these are sometimes the notes I'll put in here for that. I won't always do that, and you won't always get the code only for the lecture. For lectures, but if there's code only documents in there, they're good to have for you to copy and paste. The main reason I give you these things is so that you will have access to these things and you can work along with them as you're watching the video. It's a good idea for you to practice these things as we're going through, so if you make any errors, maybe you can figure out what those things are during the process rather than trying to do it afterwards. That's really how you're going to learn the material, is going through it with me. So if you have the capability of having Rstudio open somewhere on your computer as you're watching the video, that'd be a good thing for you to do. If you can't do that, then I understand that maybe you have to do it later, but I would highly recommend you go through anything we did in lecture to kind of get familiarized yourself with using R. So that's pretty much it. So for each lecture, you maybe want to do that and put anything you have into a folder somewhere on your computer that's specific for your R stuff. The thing I wanted to bring up real quick about the update on downloading Rstudio, I really highly recommend that you go ahead and download the R base package. So in the content browser, if we go, back to course home. If we go to course content, or the helpful links and documents, and then you go to download base R for either PC or for your Mac, this is what I recommend doing first, and then you will download Rstudio, and you will only open up Rstudio after you've done both those things. So remember, download the base R first, then Rstudio. I'm okay with you using Rstudio Cloud, but you have to use it sparingly, and the reason why is because for the following reasons. So if I go to log into my Rstudio account, which I made, which is free, there are cost versions of it. You'll notice over here to the side that I have an account usage, and right now I don't have any projects built in there. But to get this to look like what you'll see me do today, you click on this new project button up here. I'm not going to use our Rstudio Cloud. I'm going to use my downloaded Rstudio. But what you'll want to do is click on that and it'll open a new project, and you should be able to see the similar workspace that I will be using later. Problem I have with this, though, is that it gives you up to 15 projects for the semester, which is fine, or for free, but it only gives you up to 15 hours of usage each month. So if you get to working on a project and you're putting a lot of time into a project, or you are practicing when you're watching me doing it, you're going to use up that time. Which means if you have a project due and then this is dead on you, then you have no way of doing it. So I'm recommending to everybody to go ahead and just download the base R and then the Rstudio software. I think you'll be better for it. And that's really all I have to say about that. Go ahead and watch lecture 1 after this, guys. Take care.